Kanye West's final legal battle takes a dark turn. Kanye West, once hailed as a musical genius and fashion revolutionary, now finds himself trapped in a storm darker than anything he's faced before. Kanye turned disobedience into art and controversy into creativity for years. This time, however, the drama is taking place in courtrooms rather than on stage or social media. His final legal battle has turned into something far more personal, with allegations, betrayals, and severe financial ramifications that might ruin everything he's accomplished. According to insiders, this is a reckoning rather than just another litigation involving a celebrity. Kanye's kingdom is in ruins due to broken alliances and friends who have turned against him. What started off as a few disagreements has turned into a legal nightmare that is putting his legacy, finances, and mental faculties to the test. One issue is more pressing than ever as the world looks on in shock. Is Kanye West's career coming to an end, or is this the beginning of his most spectacular reinvention to date? Let's watch. 1. The last battle starts. Even though Kanye West, one of the most divisive personalities in contemporary music, has experienced controversy in the past, nothing comes close to the current situation. What many refer to as his final legal showdown has evolved from a series of litigation. Accusations of wrongdoing, treachery, and breach of contract are mounting behind closed courtroom doors. According to reports, Kanye is dealing with a number of litigation proceedings that could have a significant impact on his future professional and personal life. According to insiders, these court cases cover a wide range of topics, including unpaid salaries, contract violations, and startling personal accusations that have caused a stir in the entertainment sector. The severity and timing of this crisis, more than the sheer volume of litigation, are what make it so explosive. This could be the legal storm that transforms Kanye West's life after years of erratic public conduct and company failures. 2. A network of betrayals and lawsuits. The extent of Kanye's legal issues is astounding. He has allegedly been sued by former workers, business associates, and partners who allege he broke contracts and abused employees. Some claim that his unstable managerial style and volatile temperament caused poisonous work environments and abrupt terminations. Others accuse Kanye of financial misconduct, claiming that he withheld money related to significant projects or refused to pay promised incentives. Personal accusations from people who were formerly close to him are adding to the upheaval by accusing him of actions that go well beyond professional misbehavior. The accumulation of these cases presents a concerning image of a guy whose personal kingdom may be collapsing due to his own choices. The repercussion reaches beyond the courts. 2. Every fresh discovery undermines his brand, his character, and his already fragile business ties. 3. When the strategy is silence, Kanye's voice has been his most effective tool for a large portion of his career. His stillness is terrible now, though. The rapper, who was formerly renowned for his unvarnished beliefs, has reportedly decided to remain silent while the court battle rages on, according to those close to him. According to reports, his legal staff is putting in a lot of overtime behind the scenes to limit the harm by submitting motions, postponing hearings, and attempting to censor testimony that could be harmful. However, his failure to address the problem openly has prompted many followers to assume, does his quiet indicate defeat, or is it a deliberate move? According to insiders, Kanye's team is strategically avoiding statements that might be used against him and discreetly negotiating settlements to prevent information from becoming public. However, the lack of transparency is beginning to damage his reputation as the weeks stretch into months. Once bold and vocal, the guy now seems caged and wary, imprisoned by his own kingdom. 4. The anarchy in the courtroom and legal failures. Kanye's legal disputes behind closed doors are much more tumultuous than anyone had anticipated. According to reports, his legal team has encountered a number of difficulties, including missed deadlines, non-payment problems, and frequent representation changes. Allegedly, a number of lawyers have pulled out of his cases due to poor communication and underpaid fees. Kanye has found it more difficult to present a convincing case as a result of these procedural issues. Judges have apparently become impatient with the delays and have warned of severe consequences for non-compliance, including fines. Any defendant, especially one who is being closely examined, is in a risky situation. According to legal experts, Kanye may be subject to default judgments, which would mean that the courts would automatically find against him if he keeps ignoring deadlines or court orders. If these setbacks persist, what started out as civil battles could easily turn into financial catastrophe. For a man who was previously renowned for his painstaking control over his career, it's an ironic turn of events as he now appears to be losing control over everything that counts. 5. Financial repercussions and a collapsing empire. It's become harder to overlook Kanye's legal troubles, financial cost. He was once a millionaire, but after a string of public scandals and brand failures, his wealth and business empire have substantially shrunk. He is now on his own after his alliance with big businesses, which was formerly his most reliable source of funding, fell apart. Sources close to the case say that settlements, legal expenses, and penalties are depleting his savings, and lawsuits seeking millions of dollars in damages threaten what's left of his fortune. Due to investor hesitancy and legal ambiguity, some of his economic endeavors, such as his apparel and artistic enterprises, have stopped. According to insiders, former partners and employees are lining up to file lawsuits for emotional distress, intellectual property conflicts, and unpaid wages. What was once an empire of music, fashion, and influence is now an empire under threat. The man who once referred to himself as a creative genius now has his brilliance tainted by accusations, lawsuits, and financial ruin. 6. The family and emotional toll. Kanye's private life has not been exempt from the turmoil. Both in private and public, his continual conflicts with ex-wife Kim Kardashian frequently add extra strain to his already tense circumstances. His life has been further complicated by news reports of custody battles and arguments over parenting choices. Kanye is reportedly feeling more and more alone, cut off from his erstwhile supporters, and surrounded by legal counsel rather than pals, according to sources. The stress has apparently taken a toll on his creativity and mental health. Kanye, who was once a representation of artistic defiance and unwavering confidence, now comes across as tired, reserved, and wary. As he concentrates on managing his growing legal issues, even his music, which has frequently been his therapeutic outlet, has slowed in output. The tale of a visionary artist transforming culture has evolved into one of a guy fighting to prevent his entire universe from imploding. 7. A fallen icon's uncertain future. The issue on everyone's mind as Kanye West prepares for what many consider to be his final court battle is straightforward. What comes next? Some others think he will recover, as he has done numerous times in the past, rising from the ashes and redefining himself. Others believe that one of the most contentious figures in music may ultimately fall from grace. At best, Kanye's future is questionable due to the growing number of litigation, financial strain, and public mistrust. According to industry insiders, a lot hinges on his ability to settle his cases amicably and steer clear of the kind of contentious trial that might ruin his name forever. He might be able to save what's left of his kingdom if he can settle down behind closed doors. However, if these cases are made public, the disclosures can be disastrous. Kanye's once famous career is currently at a turning point. What transpires within those courthouse walls will determine if this represents his redemption or his destruction, not his artistic output. In conclusion, extremes have always characterized Kanye West's life: artistic genius and public unrest, success and repercussions, victory and sorrow. However, the stakes are bigger than ever this time. His last court struggle is about legacy, not simply money or fame. The way the world remembers him might be changed by every document submitted, evidence heard, and choice made. The once fearless visionary who believed he could never be canceled now faces a world even he can't control, a destiny defined by courts, attorneys, and the consequences of his own acts. For Kanye, this is the pivotal moment in his life, not just another scandal. It remains to be seen if he gains strength or fails. But there is no denying that the world is paying careful attention as Kanye West's legal battle takes a more sinister turn than anyone could have predicted. Let us know in the comments what you think about the Kanye West's final legal battle takes a dark turn, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more captivating content on our YouTube channel.